During an absolutely bonkers appearance on Fox News this week, Republican Senator Ted Cruz accused Vice President Kamala Harris of wanting to come for his guns, his groceries, his car, and, of course, his gas stove. So here is a clearly panicked Ted Cruz thinking that I guess at any moment Kamala Harris is going to break into his house and just take all his stuff. Here he is.
Let me say at the outset, Kamala can't have my guns, she can't have my gasoline engine, and she sure as hell can't have my steaks and cheeseburgers. She is a radical California leftist, and to be honest, she perfectly captures where today's Democrat Party is.
Now, none of that is true, okay? Kamala Harris has not been out there saying we need to take everybody's guns. That's not a thing that's ever happened, okay? She has never done that. She has not said, I'm going to come and take your gas stove, Ted Cruz. She has not said, I'm going to take away your steaks and cheeseburgers. Although, I mean, you see Ted Cruz in that clip, it may not be the worst thing in the world for somebody to take, one of his cheeseburgers away every now and then, right? Like, hey, let's be real here. If you're going to be a jackass, I'm going to be a jackass, right? I'm not going to go high when you go low, Ted. I'll go even lower than you. But anyway, Ted Cruz creates a fake situation in his head, right? Kamala Harris is coming for my steak, my car, my guns, my stove. Now I'm so mad about it. But as I love to point out, you created this scenario, okay? This is not real. Those are not things that Kamala Harris has ever said she's going to do. But you created the scenario, then the scenario terrified you, and then the fear changed to anger. So you made yourself angry by creating this weird scenario where Vice President Harris is going to break in your house and start stealing all your stuff. That's not going to happen. I can say that with certainty that Kamala Harris is not going to start breaking into people's houses and taking their stuff. I am fairly confident with that prediction that is never going to happen. But again, this is what Republicans have. They can't run on reality, so they make stuff up. They can't run on policy, so they just create these weird scenarios, like the whole gas stove thing, by the way. You know why that started, right? And by the way, Ted, you're bringing up gas stoves. That issue died like 2 years ago, man. Like, live in the now, not in the past. But the whole gas stove thing arose when a study came out a couple years ago that said that people who live in areas, in homes or apartments or whatever, where there's gas appliances, those gases do cause health problems in the long run. And that was it. That's what happened. So then, of course, the lawmakers were like, well, do we need to do something about this? Do we need to regulate them further? And then that was pretty much the end of the conversation. It ended with regulators agreeing, well, we're not going to do anything about it. And that was the end. But Republicans got everybody worked up. Democrats are coming for your gas stoves. Oh my God. And no, that never happened. But here is Ted Cruz, years after that issue died, still pushing those idiotic talking points on Fox News because he knows the audience that he's talking to. He knows that he doesn't have to go on Fox News and talk about policy. He doesn't have to go on there and debate about issues. He can go on there, make up whatever he wants to make up, and the Fox News audience is going to believe it without second guessing it ever. So everybody who watched that clip, that actually tunes into Fox News to watch it, they believe that Kamala Harris is coming for their guns, coming for their gas engines. And I got to stop right there too, because, oh my God, okay, so if they replace your gas-powered vehicle with an electric vehicle, and then you don't have to buy gas anymore, which y'all always complain about gas prices, how is that even a bad thing? Right? Like, how does that make sense? Like, oh no, please don't take my gas-guzzling SUV and make me buy something to where I don't have to stop at a gas station every week. Oh no. These people are so dumb. But the worst part is that the dumb people selling these dumb ideas are selling it to people that are even dumber than they are. And that's what's terrifying about it. Hi everyone, this here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.